thanks for joining us for a quick research roundup. I saw this article circulating the internet essentially claiming that ADHD, I mean, it went under a couple different titles, but essentially the buzz was that ADHD is more than one thing. And this felt like news to me, but maybe it's not news to you guys. I was kind of curious if you could weigh in on what this is all about and what we should actually take away from it.
You mean the article called Mapping ADHD Heterogeneity and Biotypes by Topological Deviations in Morphometric Similarity Networks? That big mouthful article? Holy crap, Michael.
That's
Yes,
quite the
that
article.
one,
We
but
are doctoral level psychologists?
the clickbait version was a lot simpler to say. So
Well, yeah, I was gonna.
Yes.
When are they going to start doing good research articles with clickbaity titles? Wouldn't that be better?
That would be so much better.
Like the Journal of Personality Assessment having something like, no, I can't think of anything.
Nothing clickbaity enough.
Clickbaity enough, but something really clickbaity would be great for
Right.
an actual journal article. And then you click on it, it's like, 43 pages of data analysis and analyses of variance, and you're like, oh.
Right. No, and I think I'm going to just start by saying the title is a bit suggestive of when I reviewed this article, how complicated it felt. And so the clickbait headline that ADHD is separate conditions, 3 separate conditions, is clickbaity and oversimplified. That's what I took away from this. And yet probably not entirely surprising based on our experience of people who have diagnosed ADHD, because ADHD doesn't present just as one thing.
Mm-hmm. No, it doesn't. I mean, we know about ADHD. Well, we don't actually know this for sure. What we think, and we have thought clinically for years, is that ADHD isn't a thing. It is many things that look similar. And we thought the same thing about a number of mental health issues. Depression, certainly we're discovering that there isn't one thing, or I believe, and you'll contradict me if you think I'm wrong here, there isn't one etiology or one cause for depression. There's multiple causes for this disorder that looks the same in different people, but probably has a different underpinning. And with ADHD, there are different types and subtypes of ADHD. And to treat, I mean, for me, part of the takeaway is that we can't treat everyone with ADHD as if they're everyone with ADHD.
Absolutely. And there are some tips and tricks and tools and things that we recommend across the board. But quite frankly, a lot of those things are just things that are good for everybody, that create
Right.
some structure and organization. And people that currently carry this diagnosis, the way we've conceptualized it, that it works. But
Right.
what we don't know with this information is medication interventions.
Mhm.
Why, we do have this sort of rule of thirds. A third of people are like, oh my God, my life has changed. A third of people are like, yeah, Tuesday was better. And a third of people are like, what medicine, right? Like they just don't get impacted. And there are different kinds of different, medicines that people use for this. We don't know what this information means about prescribing medication to these people. And hopefully
Right.
this is a step in the right direction, because I think often people go through a number of different kinds of medications to try to support them. And it can feel a little like playing darts blindfolded.
Right.
So
Right.
hopefully we're moving forward with that, a greater degree of specificity. But this article did not bring us there. It just got us on the path.
Yeah, it confirms that this thing that we have believed is the case for a long time likely is the case. And I've said this for many years, that there is so much we do not know and understand about the human brain and how it operates and how it functions. And it may seem like, oh, now we're saying this, but last year you said something different. And yeah, to some degree, that's what's happening, and we see this in medicine as well. Where the recommendations of 5 years ago are now completely different than the recommendations of today. And as we learn more, we're going to make different recommendations. We're doing what we can, and hopefully we're going to learn a lot more over time about what the right way to treat this person with this type of ADHD is, once we have better defined what that is.
And whenever I see the clickbaity title, I always go and find the actual study because I'm just like, okay, I want to read the source instead of the simplified version of it. And it is very rare that the thing that is being spread out on the internet is in equal alignment with the actual study. There's always some tiny piece of it that has been pulled out. And I kind of
Right.
wonder, like,
Well,
I,
it's kind of like watching therapy. Watching science is also very boring.
Not a lot of therapy TV is good, but there's one particular show that I like, and I realize that it's interesting, but it's interesting because they have distilled like 3 sessions of for each of 4 clients down to 1 half-hour episode, and
they've cherry picked the pieces. Yeah.
yeah,
Sure.
yeah, good therapy
That's
is I don't think you'd want to watch it.
no, and good
It
science.
would
Back to
be
that, Michael. I know you were saying, but like it's just boring. This is going to be like watching paint dry. And every once in a while, you get something that's really revolutionary, but in general, no.
And I know they need money to do the research. And so I'm sure part of that is like to build interest or whatever.
I would say also to start spreading and getting people
Mm.
excited about it. I mean, part of the reason that you're going to see an article like this hit some major news stream is because we do want to disseminate this. We do want to maybe start people thinking, hey, there's some differences here, and maybe maybe this is what's going on. So I don't think it's all bad. I just think we can get into a place where we oversell the results of a study like this, which I don't want to belittle at all. What we have here is very interesting. It's just not gonna turn treatment of ADHD on its head today.
Cool. Well, thank you both for digging into that and satisfying my curiosity. I appreciate it.